What's up, you guys? Happy Saturday. I am doing a live podcast recording on a Saturday, which is unusual for me, but I will tell you why once we begin. So if you're here with me live, come on in, come say hi. If you're catching this on the replay, you already know what to do. Give me a hashtag replay. I am going to make sure that we are set up. Hi, Sarah. My SOD baddie in the house. I'm going to make sure I've got my microphone plugged in. Yes. I've got my recording on. Okay, I am gonna get started on my podcast recording. Feels so fun. Feels so like rule breaking being live doing a podcast on the weekend. I don't know why, but I'm enjoying it. Hey girl, I hope you're having an amazing weekend, babe. Okay, I'm gonna get started. Here we go. And I usually have you guys on the side, but for today, because it's the weekend, because I'm feeling crazy, I've put you guys right in front of my face. So I'm gonna do my podcast speaking to you guys here on my IG Live. All right, here we go. Let me double check one more time. Okay, perfect. What's up, my love? Welcome back to the Big Dreamers Bible podcast. I'm your host, Tanya Jane, and today I am going to be doing a solo episode on the 5 ways you can reignite your fire halfway through 2025. Because can you guys even deal? We are halfway through the year. We're halfway through the year, so this is going to be the conversation today. I'm going to give you some tangible things, but also some energetics on how you can really reconnect to yourself and reconnect to your vision to pop the fuck off for the remainder of the year, because that's the vibe. What's up, Donna? I am currently live on my Instagram for those listening on the podcast, and I am also recording this live on a Saturday. I'm recording it on the weekend, which is rare. I don't usually do this, so let me tell you why I am recording. Let me give you a little life update. Let me take you behind the scenes of what's going on in my life this weekend. I am being a social butterfly, okay? Today, it's Saturday and it's my neighbor's birthday. I think she's turning 31. And I'm invited to her pool party and I'm really excited about it. And this is like a full side tangent. Let me just give you some personal life shit. So I have become friends with my neighbor who literally lives next door. Like, we're in a cul-de-sac and she's like right there. And they're a couple, they're so cute, they're so awesome. They have 2 dogs and Bentley and the dogs love each other. And I swear, when you have a dog, you meet the neighbors. It's like the best way to get out there. It's the best way to meet anyone, is like having a dog. So I've met my neighbor and we've become really good friends. We go on walks together. And I also have another neighbor that I met who's like a few streets over, who's also like super cool. I think she's my age, 33. She's a graphic designer, just like cool people. And she has the cutest dog. And we've become friends and we do like sushi happy hour. We babysit each other's dogs. Like, I am a neighborhood girly and I've got to say, I'm fucking loving it. I feel like it really goes with my wifey era. So I'm in neighborhood wifey zone, and today I have my neighbor's birthday and I'm really excited because I'm going to get to meet her friends and just like hang by the pool, and her pool is like so nice. I'll put it on my stories. I'll let you guys all see. And if you're watching this, Jasmine, your pool's going on my stories. So that is what I'm doing today. And then tomorrow I am flying to Kansas to visit one of my besties and to see her 2 babies. She's had her oldest, I think, is 4 now. And then she just had another baby girl. And I think her baby girl is maybe like 6 months old now. But the last time I saw her son, he was like 2 months old. Like, he was like a little potato. And now he's 4, like walking around just like a full adult, just living life. So I was texting her the other day, like a few weeks ago, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just booking flights. I'm going to Kansas. So tomorrow I'm flying out at like the crack of dawn in the morning. Can't fucking wait. Going to spend like 4 days in Kansas with my bestie and her babies and just like live a good life, you know, just live some life with the kids. So that is what's going on, which is why I was like, oh shit, I need to record a podcast episode. And here we are on a Saturday at 10:30 a.m. on my Instagram. So anyway, that's my life. That's what's going on behind the scenes. That's what's happening this weekend. Now, I want to get to the conversation that we're going to have today, which is all about revamping the motherfucking energy. Sorry for you, Bentley barking. There's my neighbor, the one I was just telling you about, has people pulling up to set up for her party. So my dog's probably going to bark a bunch. Just be prepared. You probably won't hear it on the podcast, but you will hear it on the IG Live. My apologies. Bentley saying hi. So halfway through the year is a really, really valuable time for you to reconnect to who you want to be and also get really, really clear on how you want to end the year. Like, we're halfway through the year, yes, but we still have 6 months left to go. And what I truly believe around this period of time is we're just getting fucking started, okay? Like, I am just getting ramped the fuck up. It's like, I feel like January, February, March, I was doing like a warm up. Like, I'm like rolling out my neck, rolling out the shoulders. And then April, May, June, I'm like starting to do some split lunges. And now I'm like, let's fucking go. Like, I'm ready for the race. Like, put me in, coach. I'm fucking in. Like, this is how I feel energetically with the year. And I have felt like this, I don't know why. I feel like this is like how I feel around my years and how they kind of always go. Not saying that the year starts off slow. This year this year in January, February, March was kind of like more slower, but then April, May, June just fucking like, well, we're in June now, but April, May exploded for me. So we've been moving. The momentum is momentuming. And again, I really do feel like I'm just getting started. Like, I just found my groove. So no matter what the first 6 months of the year has been for you, yes, put me in, coach. Seriously, that's a vibe. That's a vibe I'm getting. And I also feel that vibe right now for all of you guys currently in SOD. Like, I feel like we're just getting started. Like, the energy is just coming alive. The confidence is setting in. The clarity is kicking in. The game plans are getting set. The conviction is turning online. We're getting more bolder. We're getting more courageous. And that is like a beautiful thing. So no matter what your first 6 months of the year has been, I want you to know who you decide to be now and what you decide to do now and how you decide to feel about yourself now is going to determine, oh my gosh, my words today, is going to determine what your end of the year looks like. I don't give a flying fuck what has gone on for in the first half of the year. Like, I don't want you to ever feel like you're at a disadvantage, or I don't want you to ever feel like, well, the first half of the year was not what I expected. May as well write it off. I'm disappointed now, I'm upset, I'm frustrated, or I wish I was further ahead, or whatever it may be. I don't want you to ever feel like you've got to just like, you've got no power over really quantum leaping through the last 6 months of the year, because you get to decide at any point in time, whenever you feel like it, that it's go time. And I'm telling you right now, it's go time. So get excited, because we are going to pop the fuck off for the remainder of 2025. And I know that for you. I can feel the general energy in the air. So with that being said, let me get into, I have 5 things that I'm going to riff on for you guys today. Let me get into number 1. Some of these you may be like, yeah, I get it, but we'll go deeper into it. And some of these you may be like, okay, I'm going to do it. So the first thing is, it's really important, and I'm going to do this too. It's really important to reconnect to your vision, okay? And I know that sounds like really manifestation 101, but let me tell you why. Your vision upgrades. Your dreams upgrade. And if we don't actually check in with ourselves to be like, how do I still feel about this next level that I'm going for? If we don't check in with that, we're going after a dream that isn't actually activating us in the way that it once was. And this is kind of what happened to me in the dance industry. I was so used to just writing down the same goal again and again and again and again and again. It literally, I was like numb. I was numb to it. I was writing down world tour, blah, blah, this artist, this award show, this choreographer, like just again and again and again. And what that did was it made me disconnect from like my conscious choice of my vision. I didn't have to really think, because every time I was like, what's my goal? Or if someone was like, what are you working towards right now? I would just spit out like an automated robot, just like my many chats. For some of you in my DMs right now, I apologize. My robot is going crazy. Like, you guys are just sharing some beautiful message and my robot's like, sign up for the Quantum Leap Masterclass. So intense. Anyway, but that was me. I would just like regurgitate and just spit out this goal. And for probably a few years, like towards the last like year or two, that wasn't who I wanted to be anymore. But I didn't allow myself the spaciousness or even do a check-in, even do a pulse check to be like, is this still the vibe? Is this still activating for me? And it's not that it may not be, right? But if it's not activating for you, if you have gone a little numb to it, like if you've been writing down 6-figure year for a very long time, go all in on my business for a very long time, hit my first 10K month for a very long time, hit my first multi-6-figure year for a very long time. If you've been writing this down, that actually may still be your goal, but we've got to check in and do a pulse check on our energetic response to that. Because if we're numb to that, we've got to clean that up. We've got to clean that up because I want you to be activated as fuck when you think about this goal. Now, the only reason why, if that is the goal, if your goal hasn't changed, if it's changed, amazing. Write down the upgrade, right? Like get clear and be like, ooh, in the beginning of the year, and this happened for a few of my clients too, actually, inside round 3 of the Extraordinary Mastermind, which by the way, round 4 is coming up in July and there is only 5 spots left. This is my close proximity mastermind where I'm all up in your business. Like you cannot escape me. I'm all up in your biz, and it is for established business owners and industry leaders going for the multi-6-figure year and beyond. So if you would like some info about that, slide in my DMs. It is application only and there is 5 spots left. But there is a few of my clients in round 3 that just finished who their goal when they came into that space to their goal leaving that space had absolutely shifted. Some like completely trajectory change. Like they came in being like, I want to grow the business to XYZ, and they left the mastermind being like, you know what? I actually want to sell. I want to franchise and I want to sell it and I want to do something else. And I want to cash in from the licensing business model and not actually be a part of the business at all. Some others came in and was like, I'm ready to like grow my brand. I'm ready to grow this company. And they left being like, you know what? I actually want to slow down. I want to do a more personal brand approach. I want to pause the bigger company and I want to start bringing more personal videos where I'm sharing my story and go the TikTok route instead. Like things change. Things change. And if we're not actually open for that and also keeping tabs of that, we're going to keep just like showing up on repeat by habit, by pattern, and not really do a check-in and be like, is this still what I love? Is this still what I want? Right? And that takes conscious awareness of you being like, asking yourself these questions. Okay. So your vision may change. Now, if your vision is still the same and you are like sitting down to reconnect to your vision and you are numb to it, what I want you to know is you're numb to it because there is some emotions that you don't want to feel around that current goal. So if you've been writing, I want to hit my first 10K month for a year and a half, you're probably, my Zoom, just giving me a thumbs up. You're probably a little numb to that because you don't really want to feel, if you have been writing, let's just use that as an example. If you've been writing, I want to hit my first 10K month for a year and a half, writing it again halfway through the year is probably something you want to avoid. You don't really want to feel that. You don't really want to look at that. We don't really even want to go there. We just are like, that makes me feel bad, so I just want to avoid it. We have to catch this because this is slowing us down. Now, the reason why it's slowing us down is because we are making the amount of time that has gone by between us not hitting that goal, we're making that mean something negative about us and also making that mean something about our ability to hit that goal in the future. So we've got baggage. We have baggage. Because I got a delivery. We've got baggage and we just got to clean that up, and it really doesn't take that long. We've just got to change our perspective on what we are, the way we're telling the story over that past year and a half, what we feel like we've experienced in that past year and a half versus what actually has gone down, and really create a new truth around what that year and a half has been for us and why now is actually the perfect time for us to hit that goal. We are smarter than ever, more brilliant than ever, more experienced than ever, and we have more knowledge than ever to now hit that goal like this. So we've just got to reposition the way that goal feels in our body. A way that I want you to do this, if this is you, I'm going to give you a tangible action step on how to actually change your emotional response to a goal that you may have gone numb to because of fear of disappointment, fear of feeling disappointment and kind of wanting to avoid that feeling. If we're avoiding anything, there's no way we're going to be able to hit the goal. And you could literally you could be like, I'm going for the 10K month. You could be going for that goal all year. Clean this shit up and have a 10K day. So let's fuck with that, shall we? Okay, let's do the work. Let's do the energetics. Clean this shit up, because this is why, going on a tangent earlier, number one, this is why success energetics is a non-negotiable, because it doesn't matter how hard you work. If you have baggage around your vision, if you have avoidant patterns around your vision, because even touching what you truly desire with your emotions doesn't give you an activation, it makes you feel disappointed. It doesn't matter how hard you work. It doesn't matter how much is on your to-do list. It doesn't matter how many times you post on Instagram. It doesn't matter how good your fucking messaging is, because you do not feel worthy of that goal. So your energy is going to be fully impacting your ability to hit that goal. And it doesn't take that long to clean up. It just takes intentionality and being willing to do this work, right? This work. And I promise you, if you just take 5, 10, 20, 30 minutes to sit down, clean out your baggage, brace yourself for that vision to be sliding right on in, because this is how this shit moves. Anyway, I'm getting off track again. But this is what I want you to do. And I kind of talked about this last weekend, because last weekend was June 1st. And I do a ritual, and I sent this out in my email, and I don't remember if I talked about this on my podcast or not. So if you're hearing this again for the second time, for the second week in a row, then maybe it was meant to be. Maybe it's just got to get really drilled in there. But if I didn't say it, I'm going to say it. So every first of the month, I sit down and I write down every win that I had this month, big or small, literally. It could be, I had someone send me a DM. One reel had more likes than others. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. I got a free matcha at the gym. Like, I don't really care. That's a weird combo. I don't know if I'd get a free matcha at the gym, but maybe I'll manifest it. Any manifestation, big or small, I write it down. Whether it's to do with my personal life, whether it's to do with my business, whether it's to do with my relationship, whether it's to do with my friendships, whatever it is, everything goes down on that list of wins that I had for that previous month. Because it is really, really important for us to feel fucking proud of ourselves. It's really, really important for us to feel like we are making progress. If we don't slow down to do this, we constantly stay in the energy. And okay, if we don't slow down to do this, our focus is this way, which is what we want. But when we're so focused on this and not actually allowing ourselves to feel how far we've come and how well we're doing, then this, without any of this, sorry, for the people in the podcast, I am pointing forward. Let me do a description. I am pointing forward with my 2 fingers as if I'm looking forward with my eyes, and then my other hand's floating around over here being like, this is the stuff. This is what we've already done. This is our progress. Without any of the progress, while only looking forward, you just have an energy of, I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. It's not happening. It's not happening. It's been 2 months. It's been 3 months. It's been 5 months. It's been 6 months. And that makes us feel and have an energy of a little bit of frustration. Okay? And that's not actually true. We're looking at this through a lens that isn't giving us the full scope of how well we're actually doing. All right. So what I want you to do, if you are feeling a little numb to your goal, I want you to literally write down everything that you have learned, grown through, gone through, your wins in regards to that goal or anything else. I want you to write down how well you're actually doing. Be nitty gritty with this shit. Write down the tiny wins. Someone gave you a compliment. Your client said your work blew their mind. Your client asked to resign with you. Someone said you're glowing at work. Like, I don't give a fuck how small it is or how big it is. I just want you to allow yourself to feel that you are doing good. You're doing a good job. Because we can create momentum from nothing, but we don't have to, is my point. We don't have to create momentum from nothing when we have so much momentum right here to bounce us into a new fucking timeline. So let's use it. Let's use it. All right. So if this is you from number 1, if reconnecting, I want you to first, my words, it's the weekend, you guys. First code is reconnect to your vision. Check in if it's still the same vision. Has the vision upgraded? Okay. Has the vision upgraded? And if you're feeling numb to it, we're going to get clear on, we're going to show ourselves all the ways we're actually doing fucking awesome. And we're actually growing at a better speed than we thought we were. And we're going to allow ourselves to feel that momentum so we can quantum leap into a new timeline. So that is going to be your homework for anyone who is feeling that. And reconnecting to the vision is really, really important. It's kind of like, what is wrong with my brain? I'm sorry, you guys. It's getting clear on the North Star again. It's like clearing the clouds and being like, there it is. That's where I'm going. This is the direction. And that just feels really good for us. It feels like clarity. And clarity feels certain. It feels sure. It makes us feel like we know what the fuck we're doing. And we want to feel that. Number 2, Oh, okay. Number 2, I love doing this. And this is also like what we do around New Year's as well. We get clear on like, where do I want to be a year from now? Right? So what I want you to do in your journal sesh, while we're on this journal session, if you aren't a journal girly, this isn't like about if you're not going to journal, then don't do this. Like, I don't give a fuck whether you're journaling or just thinking about this on your drive to work or sitting outside with your coffee in the morning, having thoughts on like, where do I want to be by the end of the year? These questions are contemplation questions. Whether you're journaling about it, having a conversation with your coach about it, or you're just thinking about it, I don't care what option you choose, but don't avoid these questions. Contemplation and really asking yourself questions of like, what do I want? Is this still what I want? Where do I want to be by the end of the year? Allowing ourselves to have these visions and have these conversations with ourselves or someone else or our journal is so, so powerful. So if you're not a journal girly, then ask yourself this question, dedicate time, grab your dog, go on a walk and spend 20 minutes asking yourself, where do I want to be 6 months from now? What do I want life to look like? If life could be anything, if I could achieve anything, if I could blow my fucking mind, what would I want to do? What can I see for myself? Where would I want my business to be? How much money would I want to be making? And let yourself fucking daydream. People say, don't get your head out of the clouds. I'm telling you, get your head all up in there. Get up in there. Get in the clouds, okay? Get in the clouds and stay in the clouds. I want you to allow yourself to expand beyond your current reality and give yourself the freedom and the spaciousness to fuck around with a bigger energy, to play with fun and like ideas and inspiration and possibilities and magic. I want you to feel that. I want you to feel that and allow yourself to have no limits with this. 6 months from now, where do you want to be? And when I'm saying this, catch yourself, because I'm curious, and let me know if this ends up happening for you. Catch yourself with your brain coming in to be like, I wonder if I should not think this big. Or if you're going, I'm going for the multi-6-figure year and you've only made 50K so far, watch your brain be like, well, you should be further ahead of them, blah, blah, blah. Like, nah, shut the fuck up. We're playing with quantum timelines, okay? If we just get ourselves into an aligned energy, you can collapse time so damn fast. And if you're in my world, it's going to happen. When you align yourself to your upgraded version of you and tap into that identity and hold the motherfucking vibe, I promise you, you are going to be light years ahead at a speed that blows your mind, okay? So again, this is going back to what I said in the beginning of this episode. I don't care if you have had the best year or a year that you're like, could have been better. We're talking about right now moving forward. We're getting your focus from right here moving forward. So I want you to allow yourself to expand into a new reality. Where do you want to be 6 months from now? On December 31st, what are you celebrating? How are you feeling? What are you proud of? What are you like in awe of? Allow yourself to go there and daydream. Give yourself delegated daydreaming space, okay? We're getting our heads up in the clouds and we're staying there. So that's number 2. And the reason why I also love this exercise is because it's really important that we allow ourselves to get really inspired and activated by the vision. And when we daydream, this is exactly what happens. We feel our energy rise. We feel ourselves being like, oh my God, that would be amazing. And that's what I want us to feel, because that energy is really, really powerful. That energy is able to overpower fear, doubt, and old bullshit stories. If you've been in my world for a while, you've probably heard me say this before, but your excitement for the vision will always outweigh your fear. Fear is always going to be there. We know that. I talk about this all day long. Fear, doubt, that shit's never going anywhere, but it doesn't have to be the leading energy that you show up in your life with if you can get yourself into an excited state. If your excitement for where you're going and you're lit the fuck up about your vision because you are actively choosing to feel into your vision, right? If you're lit the fuck up about your vision, fear and doubt may be there, but they're not going to be loud enough to like grab you and pull you down. They're going to be like, hey, like trying to get you, but you're not going to have time for it. You're going to be like, I'm too excited. You can't stop me if you tried. I'm too lit up. I'm going all in and I feel exhilarated. That's the vibe. That's the vibe we're playing with, okay? Now, number 3, I do this probably on like, I was going to say a monthly basis, but I don't. But I try to do it at least like every 6 weeks or so, to a degree. And that is clean your space. So simple, but I'm telling you, so powerful. Right before my business kind of started to pop the fuck off in the past few months, I got very intentional with making space in my home. I cleaned out my wardrobe. So much clothes, you guys, which now that I'm thinking about it, they're still sitting in the trunk of my Mercedes. Like, I need to drop that shit off at the donation center. I forgot about this. I've been in my car for 2 months. But anyway, I cleaned out my wardrobe and I really was like, this isn't what I wear anymore. This old sweats, this isn't who I am anymore. I don't want this in my closet anymore, because our clothes and our physical stuff in our space holds an energy. It makes us feel a certain type of way when we look at it, when we wear it. Like when you're grabbing a towel and that towel's old and stained and has holes in it, that makes you feel a certain type of way. Versus when you go to a hotel and the towels are like plush and fluffy and thick and white and you're like, oh my God, it makes you feel a certain type of way. Our home environment is really, really important to the way that we feel on a day-to-day basis. And this is so quickly overlooked because we habituate to what we see in our day-to-day, what we see in our life. So if you're really ready to fucking skyrocket, clean out your wardrobe, clean out your office, tidy up your living room, clean out your kitchen, declutter. We're making space. We are literally making space for our future self to fucking arrive, okay? We're making space for her. So we've got to clean out that shit. Not only is it going to feel liberating cleaning out your closet and cleaning out these spaces, but it's going to just feel so good when you sit in your couch at the end of the day being like, oh, this clean house looks and feels amazing. And like, tell me you haven't felt that feeling before, please. Everyone has felt this feeling before. It's like going into your room at night to go to bed when you've just washed your sheets, you've fully cleaned your bedroom, maybe lit a lavender candle, and you're just like, God, it feels like a spa in here. It's about the vibes, okay? It's about the vibes. This is so simple, and I promise you will change your energetic state and also change the way you feel in moment by moment throughout your day. When you wake up in a clean bedroom with clean sheets and a clean closet with all your old shit thrown out, nice towels, new socks, whatever it is, let me tell you, you're going to wake up feeling like a superstar. And what did it take? Nothing. It took just like an hour of cleaning. It's going to make you feel so good, so fresh, so ready for the new, okay? It's like an effortless way to raise your energy, to raise your vibration, and to hold yourself at a higher standard. We have to hold ourselves to a higher standard, okay? This is our job. This is like my main message that I speak about 24/7. You have to raise the standard for yourself. However, we also get to utilize tools and certain things outside of us to really help us maintain that standard. Mentorship is one of them. Having a mentor, having a coach that you plug into every day helps you maintain that standard. That's giving yourself support. Cleaning your environment, having an environment that really supports your new identity. That's giving yourself support, right? So we get to utilize these things outside of us to help us maintain this frequency. And this is one of them. Clean up the space, okay? Number 4, another really easy one that's also often overlooked. Let me have a sip of water. Okay, is change up your routine. Anytime I'm feeling stagnant, anytime I'm feeling a lack of inspiration, anytime I'm feeling a little less motivated, I'll change up my routine. What am I doing in the mornings? How am I starting my day? And how can I just switch it up a bit? Now, don't get crazy, okay? This doesn't mean you need to like do a 45-step morning routine now. Like if you have your coffee sitting on the couch, what if you sit outside in your backyard for your morning coffee? If you get out of bed straight away or if you drive the same way to work every morning, what if you change the way you drive to work? All right? Like it doesn't have to be this massive fucking thing. If you go to the same workout every day, what if you change the workout that you're doing? What if you do arms first instead of legs? What if you, instead of going to Pilates, you go to another different type of workout? What if you try a cycle class instead of a Pilates class, or just mix it up a little bit? Like it doesn't have to be these big audacious changes. And I think this is what people get overwhelmed with when they really want to upgrade their life. They're like, where do I start? Everything needs to upgrade. Too much. I don't even know what to do. And I swear, even if you just take number 3 and number 4, clean up your place, change a bit of your morning routine or your day routine or just something in your routine. If you go to the gym twice a week on certain days, what if you switched up the days? If you have the same meals every week, what if you switched up one meal, right? Tiny tweaks make massive impact. And let me tell you why. When you are in a routine, your brain just goes onto default mode. Your brain goes on default mode. Jeez. And when you're in default mode, your patterns are just running. It's a program that just goes and play. She's woken up, press play on the pattern. This is why when you travel, when you get on an airplane, you go on vacation, or you go to someone's place, or you go to another city, or whatever it is, you are more alive. You're more activated because your environment's different. When your environment's different, when you're doing different things in your environment, you feel different. You're thinking different. Your main patterns, maybe those emotions. And I actually was having this conversation a few times inside School of Dreams with a few different clients who, one was like, I went to Hawaii, and when I was in Hawaii, I felt so abundant. Like, I felt so expansive. I felt so successful. Waking up in the morning and feeling excited for my day was almost effortless. And she was like, I've literally been home for 3 hours and I already feel my old self kicking in. I already feel my old emotions kicking in. I already feel my old frustration kicking in. And on the call, I was like, what you felt in Hawaii, that energy, that excitement for life, that zest for life, yes, it was easier for you to tap into those frequencies because your external reality was supporting you in being someone else. But those frequencies are available for you anytime you wish. It wasn't Hawaii that was the golden ticket that made you feel like that. You felt like that. These are your emotions. So you have to ask yourself, what did you love about that? What was that feeling like for you? And how can we recreate those emotions now, today, in our home right now? How can you feel in awe of your life in your house that you've been living in for 5-10 years? What do you need to do? And it's not a question you ask yourself and go, whoa, I don't even know. Don't ask yourself questions and then not answer them. It's asking yourself the question from a genuine place of curiosity. How can I make myself feel more inspired and in awe in my own house? What do I need to do? How can I support myself in that? What if it's as simple as buying myself a new robe? Cleaning my kitchen and cleaning my wardrobe. Do you know how different you're gonna feel if you just put on a new robe in the morning? You're gonna feel like a bad bitch. And a different bitch, okay? It's not that complicated, but we overcomplicate it because we get so overwhelmed with the thought of change, and we get so overwhelmed because we're so used to our program running. It feels so familiar that it feels hard to break, but it really actually isn't hard to break, and it doesn't take that long to break. For a second there, I was like, am I not recording? Because I feel like I'm on fire right now. Okay, but I am. Okay, so change up your routine is a really easy way to reignite a flame within you. And sorry, I want to tell you why this happens. When you change up something, when you do something differently, it triggers different neural pathways. It triggers a different emotion in your, oh my God, my Zoom is going crazy. It triggers a different emotion inside of your body, which makes you think differently, which makes you feel more alive, which makes you have more energy, which makes you feel more inspired. So if you don't do this, right, if we're just going on normal pattern program way, you may not be inspired to show up on Instagram today. But when you've woken up and you're changing up your routine and you're feeling a bit more activated, you're now thinking differently. So what you do to bring yourself online, that content you create, the way you're showing up for your clients, the voice note you send to your clients, how you're bringing it to your life is going to be in a completely different energy because you're different on that day. And when you're different and your energy is different, you get different results. This is it. I could literally be like, and the end, never need a coach again. Just listen to that last 5 seconds. When you're different, your energy is different and you get different results. Could shut it all down right now. But this is why. Change up your routine if you need to add some spice into your energy and you want to really upgrade your vibe. You want to upgrade your vibe. The last thing is number 5. Once you do all of these 4 things, I want you to take action. I want you to do something and do something that requires a little bit of bravery. It could be signing up for the gym. It could be joining the Pilates studio. It could be deciding to commit to posting 4 times a week on Instagram. It could be joining that mentor's experience. It could be whatever it is, right? I want you, with all of this energy that you've just cultivated out of fucking thin air, because going back to number 1, you've just seen how fucking well you're doing. You've just written down all your wins. You're like, I am the baddest bitch on this planet. wow, look at how well I'm doing in my life. We've recommitted to the vision. You're clear on where you're going. You're clear on who you want to be by the end of 2025. I was about to say 2026. You can see who you want to be by the end of the year. You're like, that's a bad bitch right there. Wow, I can't wait for that. So you're lit the fuck up. You're excited. You're now living in a clean home. You're changing up your routine. You're vibing out to yourself. This energy is buzzing. You're electric. You're on fire. So go put that fire to work, right? Put yourself out there. Make a move. Shoot your shot. Send the email. Ask someone to be in their space or whatever it is. Like, ask for the promotion. Ask for the raise. Like, go be bold. Go be bold and courageous and watch the universe just bend in your favor because of all of this different energy that you're bringing to life. Okay? So these are the 5 ways to get re-inspired, to reignite the fire within you and really just pop the fuck off for the rest of 2025. And this is what we're doing in my world. And this is exactly why I am doing the Aligning to 100K Telegram extravaganza. If you don't know what it is, I'm going to tell you all about it right now. And if you're currently listening on my IG live, listen closely because by the time this airs on my podcast, the price is going to be increased. But if you're listening on my IG live, you can still get it at the discounted price. So Aligning to 100K is a 12-day Telegram extravaganza where I'm going to be dropping activating as fuck riffs Monday through Friday, all on the energetics and the strategy to actually start hitting 100K on repeat. If you don't know this about me, my riffs are a fucking vibe, okay? I have a genuine love for a riff. It's like as soon as I press on that microphone inside Telegram, something takes over my body. I can't help myself and I'm just fucking like zooming into like a new dimension and just I don't know what happens. Ask my clients. I don't know what happens, but the riffs bring out an energy in me that just like spits out some truth. And when I get off, I'm like, who the fuck was that? Wow. I need to listen to that for myself. Yes, they are. Yay. I'm so glad you love them, Sarah. So I love doing riff experiences because these are my favorite type of things to do. So we're going to be spending 12 days together. This is where you get to dedicate 12 days to drowning yourself in wealth consciousness. What we're going to be doing over these 12 days is upgrading your self-image to see yourself and your life, your offers and your business and the way that the way that you have a relationship with money. We're going to upgrade that shit. All of it through my daily riffs, through being in this community and dedicating 12 days to being in a vortex of a wealth upgrade. It is only $33 for everyone on Instagram Live. By the time this airs on my podcast, it's going to be $55. So you can join this 12-day experience for literally $33, which is fucking insane. I could charge 10x that price with the information that I'm going to share with you, but I'm just lit up by it. I want to do it. I'm excited for these conversations. We're halfway through the year. I'm not fucking around. My clients aren't fucking around. And I know you're not either. So if you really want to be in a condensed energy where you're in a space long enough to create some real shifts in your body, in the way that you feel in your life, and being in a space for 12 days is a beautiful time frame because it gives you enough time to start creating a new habit, right? So like one day it's like, and then we're back. But if you're in this for 12 days, like you're going to calibrate to my energy. You're going to raise the bar for how you see yourself. You're going to raise the bar for how you feel in your life. And you're going to be able to hold it there for 12 days. That's going to do some incredible magic in your life. So it's only $33 for everyone on Instagram. Jump in now. You can DM me the word 100K or comment the word 100K and it'll slide into your DMs. Although my ManyChats, my robot, is being a little weird around the number trigger. So it's kind of not been going off. So if you don't get a response from my robot, don't stress. I'll be coming to share the information and send you the link. So comment 100K or DM me 100K to get the link. And if you're listening to this on the podcast, the link is in the show notes. It's $55 to join. And if you want to if you have any questions about it, you're welcome to slide in my DMs. With that being said, I can't fucking wait. Oh, and we begin on Monday, June 16th. Oh, and one more thing. We begin on Monday, June 16th. And as soon as you sign up, because I want you to be already primed and fucking ready for the codes that I'm going to drop as soon as we begin on Monday, June 16th. I'm gifting you guys a bonus, which is called the Getting Off the Emotional Roller Coaster 5-part riff series. In this 5-part riff series, it's going to shift the way that you're viewing yourself and your work, because I want you to know how to regulate your emotions and how to start cultivating energetic stamina in your life. So when we get to the actual experience on Monday, when we get to the money conversations, we're already way beyond where we started, okay? So this is pre-work that I'm gifting you as a bonus. So as soon as you sign up, you will get instant access to the 5-part riff series to binge listen to, drown yourself in, and do that pre-work before we begin on Monday. Now I think I'm done. All right. I love you all. This is so fun on a Saturday. Have a beautiful weekend. This podcast episode... Wait, no. I love you all. This is it. I love you guys. Have a beautiful weekend. I will speak to you next week. Bye. Yay.
Recording stopped.
And same to you guys on my IG Live. Bye, you guys.